Hi guys, my name is Teagan. Welcome to or back to my channel. So today I have one of my first-ish college related videos. So I'm a senior. I don't have any of my rings on and I talk a lot with my hands and my hands are ugly, so let me go get my rings. Okay. I've been still trying to figure out the best place to film videos, like sit down videos, because I don't really have any good places with backgrounds, like cute backgrounds. So I'm currently a senior. Of course, my senior year ripped away from me because of coronavirus. It is like super sad, but I've already cried so many times about it, so I'm practically numb now. You guys are the cutest. So I am going to College of Charleston next year. That's my decided school. That is literally the only school. That's like the school I definitely see myself at. Like there's no other schools. I'm not worried about going there at all, you know? Like my mind is set basically. But I went on my Instagram and I asked you guys a little question thing. I asked you guys to tell me how you would pick a school or what would be important to you guys, and I'm just going to use that as like a basis, I guess. Senior year coming to an end, there's a lot of people that need to start picking schools, and this is a huge decision because it's going to be basing the next 4 years of your life, or depending on how long you go. I actually got my associate's degree when I was in high school, so technically I only have 2 years of college. But yeah, I might either go back to school or try to spread out my classes so that it can go over the span of longer. But yeah, I only have 2 years in college, so that would be very nice. I'm going to start out with telling you guys the story of how I picked my school and then help you pick yours. My whole high school career, I did not want to go to college. Like I was dead set on this. I told everyone I didn't want to go to college. There wasn't a single school. Like, okay, let me pull this up. I have this notes page on my phone with like school ideas that I had made throughout my whole entire high school. Like I started this freshman year. This is what it looks like, College of Charleston and JMU. First of all, nothing against JMU, but would never ever go there now, just not my vibe. And of course the school I actually did end up picking. I love media, I love modeling, I love film. I wanted to do this and I didn't think that having a college degree would help me. My dad didn't go to college and he makes a mad amount of money, so that was kind of my argument, I guess. I honestly don't think college is for everyone. I think if everybody went to college it would be too much. So if you don't think college is for you, like that is 100% okay. There's trade schools, you can learn a trade, or if you just want to work, you know. But basically, when my parents first divorced, when we moved to America, my dad moved to Charleston and I lived in Virginia with my mom, and I would always go and visit him, and that's where my sister lives, that's where my aunt lives, that's where my nana lives. So come August time, my parents were planning to move to Florida, and I was just gonna move in with my boyfriend, which I live with now, but they were planning on moving to Florida, and I was like, okay, if I go to College of Charleston and you guys move to Charleston in August and I still technically live with them, like I have a South Carolina license and everything, I can get in-state tuition. My parents moved to Charleston back in August, so I'll get in-state tuition because it is an out-of-state school, so it is mega expensive. And I'm paying for my own college education and I don't have money. I don't know if that really explained how I decided on it, but basically it was either College of Charleston or Tech. That was my two deciding schools, like senior year. And Tech I liked because it was in-state, closer to my boyfriend, closer to my friends. Like so many people go to Tech, I feel like. But I decided ultimately on College of Charleston because I feel like it will be a different experience. I can meet a whole new set of people. I don't know a single person from my school, like my grade, going to Charleston. I love the vibe, and as soon as I toured it, I like ultimately just saw myself there. So I really think that's the bottom line. But now I'm gonna get into some tips. The biggest #1 tip for me would just be whatever you feel like your heart is like pulling you at. I pretty much felt like I was 100% supposed to go to Charleston. Like, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but it was just more of a gut feeling. And yeah, I don't know, I think a lot of people are indecisive, which I'm indecisive too, but I think that's a huge issue, that like you just get indecisive and you don't know which school. But it all comes down to which school you see yourself at, like the vibe. I think it's all about like the weather, the looks, the vibe, the kind of people you're gonna see there. I love Charleston because it's near the beach. My my family lives there. A lot of my modeling is based out of Charleston, which is another huge reason I decided personally to choose it. Charleston seems to be in the middle or like close to all my modeling locations, so I'll be able to hopefully model all throughout college. A lot of people are saying money. Of course, that's like such a big thing. You're not going to be able to go to a school if you can't afford it or your parents can't afford it. A lot of people do in-state or like the community colleges, which I think is a great idea. You save so much money that way. I personally would never be able to go to a community school. Well, I did go to a community school for 2 years, but it was online because I did it during high school. But yeah, that's how I knocked out a lot of my like intro to college classes, which I would recommend for anyone. Okay, let me make anyone that's not a senior yet. If you're still in high school, like freshman year, sophomore year, junior year, go to your counselors and see if there's like a community college near you that you could start taking your intro classes at. It'll be so much cheaper, save you so much money. Someone said, find majors you're interested in and search colleges that have a good program for that field. 100%. So I'm majoring in communications, which isn't like, I don't know, like pre-med or like bio, something super hard and techy. Like it's literally just mass communications, media, social media. That's what I want to do. It's what I love. Gonna be honest, I did not look into College of Charleston like academically before I decided on it. I submitted all my scores, took the SAT twice, got in. Happiest day of my life. I was so excited. I should have vlogged it. Someone else said location to home based on the status of the program at the particular school. So yeah, of course, like I just said a little bit, but also location to home. I think a lot of people aren't ready to, okay. I feel like this is a very like more controversial thing because for me, my biggest thing for college was to get away from my hometown. Like I did not want to be close to Virginia. I didn't plan on moving with my family, but I do think for college, since it's the first time in your life before you're like a full adult, going somewhere far away from college, like of course it's going to be scary, but it's not always a bad thing. Like moving away from your family is going to be sad. It's going to be hard, but you have to think about how it could potentially benefit you in the long run, whether that's like making you more independent or making you meet a whole new group of people. Branching out is always better. This girl that's going to the same school as me said, I think if it feels right, you'll just know. As soon as I walked into the CFC campus, I fell in love 100%. Like I literally just knew, like it was like a feeling in my heart. It was never academics. Like I was never looking at schools academically, like which would be the best for me, which will make me learn the most. Like it was a vibe. Literally, that's how I chose my school, the vibe of it. Another girl said, I thought about one of the schools and I cried. So that made my decision. Again, feelings, thoughts, gut instincts. So someone said, party there before you say yes. So I also think this is a kind of big thing. I don't really know. I of course did not party at Charleston before I decided on there, but I don't really know what else to say about that. I already have my suite mates and I'm looking for my roommate, but if you guys want some like how to find a roommate or how to find a suite mate or how to find your group of people in college like type of videos, comment below. All about how you feel when you step on the campus. Check. I would recommend maybe not going to schools based on what your friends are going to. Like if or your boyfriend, like me and my boyfriend goes to Roanoke College and I'm going to College of Charleston. So it's 6 hours away from each other, but I knew that if I chose to go to like Roanoke College or somewhere closer to him, like based my college around him, I would ultimately not be happy. And I don't know, just be very careful deciding where you're going based on the people around you. I don't, like, you're your own person, you know, like do your own thing. Someone else said cheap, nice dorms, good food. I literally can't read. I need to go back to school. Cheap, nice dorms, good food, and I personally wanted to be close to home. So of course, if you are super tight with your family and you don't think you're ready to leave yet, or if you just don't want to leave your family yet, then going somewhere closer to home. I mean, like growing up when I was younger, I always wanted to go to college in California. That's what I was so set on. but things change. I don't know, I think that right before the time you're supposed to make your decision, you will know, like in your heart, you know? Someone else said, pick the one where you feel most at home. That's why I loved my college experience. Pick whichever one you feel comfortable at. Period, bottom line. I don't know, I feel like I'm babbling on, but I do legitimately feel like the bottom line of picking the perfect college for you is, if you need to make like a pros and cons list, 100% do that. I've seen a lot of TikToks of like people making pros and cons and letting their viewers decide, but I think it all just comes down to where you feel like you should be in your heart and where you see yourself in the next few years. Also, I kind of want to make a video like showing you guys where all my friends pick to go to school, but I don't know how to like make that into a cool video for you guys. If you have any ideas of how I could make that interesting, DM me on Instagram, and I actually do answer my DMs, or I look at them every day, or try to look at them all the time. So yeah, DM me what you think I can maybe do with that. If you guys are going to college, if you know where you're going, or if you have any options, comment them below, because I love talking about college stuff. It just gets me so hyped. I love you guys so big, and I'll see you guys soon.